Now then, guys, welcome to Strasz Gaming. I'm Luke. This is my Journeyman and Football Manager 2019, and we're here today. We've got a couple of big games we're going to be showing you, and it's going to be Barcelona in the quarter-final of the Champions League. And Arsenal have been here before against Barcelona in a Champions League quarter-final. I'm sure they have, and I don't think they've managed to beat them. So we're going to go give this a blooming good go. What have we been up to since the last time you've seen us? Obviously, last time out we qualified for the quarter-final against Atletico Madrid. We followed that up by beating Stoke 2-1. We played Tottenham. We managed to hammer Tottenham 5-2. And at this point, we were top of the league and Liverpool were dropping points. It was fine until we played Newcastle. We scored in the first minute. They scored in the 82nd minute. And it was just one of them games. We just could not get into it. We really couldn't. 1-1. First time we've dropped points. Well, in the league for a while, other than to Liverpool. So things are going... Okay, we'll have a quick look at the table. What I'm going to be doing today, I'll quickly get into what I'm doing today. We're going to be playing Barcelona. I'm going to play the Wolves game offline, so you're not going to see that. You'll just see the end result of it. I'll show you that. Barcelona, they're both legs, to see how we get on, to see if we can get into the semi-final of the Champions League, and hopefully then just kick on from there and win the competition. So the league table is looking like this, and it's hotting up massively. We're on 78 points. Liverpool on 79 points. Things are going well, and I really want to get back-to-back Premier League trophies. That's what I want. I want to hold out and try and win. What am I looking at? Schedule-wise, that's what I'm looking at. Liverpool's schedule is a lot more hectic and tougher than ours. They've got Tottenham and Man City still to play. Stoke, they've got Wolves as well, and then they've got Norwich, who have been playing quite well this season. Our schedule, we've got Wolves, Burnley, Southampton, Norwich, who again are alright. Southampton are having a decent season, and we're going to be playing Leicester. So it could all fall down to their facing our former club, whether we're going to win the league or not again. So enough talking. We're going to get into this game against Barcelona, the first leg, and this is how we're going to be lining up. We've got injuries. Nick Back is injured, unfortunately. He's out for 3 weeks. Chiesa is still out injured. He's out for 3 weeks. Martial's injured. 5 days he's coming back. Dave is coming back from fitness. He keeps coming back and then getting injured, coming back and getting injured. Sam Binch is also coming back from an injury as well. So we should hopefully maybe see them in the second leg against Barcelona, depending on how well they do. So we have been battling with injuries, but we've been doing all right. So this is the team. This is how we're going to be lining up today. We've got Lars in goal, Hitchens, Arab in service, and Van der Busch. Pixton, Sokambi is the midfield two. Paul King on the right-hand side. Penne, Warings, and Sajenko up top. It should be an entertaining game. Let's just get into this match preview. I could have swore I've already done this bit, but oh well, we'll get into it. What do you think, guys? Leave your comments down below. Do you reckon we'll get through to the semi-final? I really hope we do. I really want to really kick on and try and win the Champions League, and then I'm gonna leave at the end of this season. I think I'm gonna keep this save going now and just try and become the greatest manager ever. Just to try and just hop around a couple of the countries now and try and win other competitions if we manage to win the Champions League with Arsenal. Penne has got injured instantly, which is really annoying. I just think obviously we've been so close to I say so close, we've got a good few months yet before FM20 comes out. I'm just going to keep going and see how many other things I can win. Obviously, I feel like I've done England. The only cup I've not won is the FA Cup. I think I'm going to let that one go. I just don't know whether I'm going to resign at the end of this season and try and get a top flight job, or just carry on with Arsenal and wait to see what comes up. Right, first highlight. Looks like it could come to us. I think it is coming to us. Paul King, what can he do? Crosses it in. Sajenko's there. He heads it in, making it 1-0 for... I was going to say for the first time, but no, 1-0 against Barcelona. It is the home leg, so we are playing them away as well in the second leg, which makes it a tad bit more difficult. I prefer to play the away leg first. But nonetheless, we score. It's 1-0 against Barcelona. Free kick. Sajenko whips one in. I tell you what, look at these stats. 59% possession, 4 shots, a lot. Oh, we go again. 10 shots now, 5 on target. We've only resorted them to have 1 shot. Barcelona have not even had a shot on target yet. Which is, by the way, this Barcelona team, I think they are either top of the league or second, and they've been doing well in Spain, don't get me wrong, but I just think the England teams now are a lot more dominant than the Spanish league. I think as well in the actual overall, the league, which one's the reputation is what I'm thinking of, is Spain is second now, England's overtaken it. So hopefully we can continue on, win the Champions League, make it England more dominant, and then move to Spain or Germany, or maybe even Russia. We'll see where we end up. Hutchins in, Waring's there, crosses it in. Paul King makes it 2-0. That's his 14th goal of the season. Ashley Waring, playing on that wing, by the way, has been a godsend for us with these injuries. He's getting goals, he's getting assists, and we're getting both him and Sajenko on the pitch. That's a lovely finish from Paul King as well. 2-0 on the 56-minute mark. Another highlight, a minute afterwards. Are we going to grab another goal, or is it going to be instant reply from Barcelona? What it would be nice if we carried on this, though, because they've not had a shot on target yet, but I know how this works. They have one shot on target, they're going to score it. But we seem to be quite easy in this game. Paul King, we've got a penalty. We have got a penalty. Who is going to be taking it? Waring's going to be taking it. He missed his last penalty. But this one he doesn't miss. Slots it into that bottom left-hand corner. We're kind of running away a little bit with this tie now. If we manage to get another goal, I'd like to say we're through to the semi-final, but obviously nothing is written in stone yet. They can come back and score a couple of goals. There's plenty of time left. We need to make a sub, though. That's what we're going to do. Who's looking tired out there? Pixton's looking tired. I'm going to bring on Ollie, see how he gets on, and then... have we got anyone... We haven't really got anyone that can play left back at the minute. Obviously, we've got people that is injured. Hitchens, John Matthews. Who's John Matthews? Why is he on my bench? He's just a young centre-back for some reason. A 16-year-old centre-back. Do we bring him on when we're 4-0 up against... No, what am I doing? I'm not that stupid. Do I want to make another sub just yet? Probably not. I'm thinking McQuell maybe coming on. We'll see how the conditionings go. We'll give it another 10 minutes and I'll make another substitution. Right, King crosses it in. Oh, with the corner. We go close. Waring's goes very close for another goal. Right, Lonsdale. Lonsdale? It is Lonsdale, isn't it? Paul King crosses it in. Waring's is there almost for his second goal of the game. Paul King, by the way, has been a revelation this season. He's been awesome. I don't know why we didn't play him last season, because we had Chiesa, obviously, and Martial performing so well. And I just kind of took a look at him, and he's doing really well for Scotland, and that's probably the only reason why I picked him over Reece Nelson, because I was going to obviously use Reece Nelson this season. But Paul King's younger, and he's been sensational. He really has. Ollie's there. What can Ollie do? Passes it to King. He shoots. Just goes high and wide, unfortunately. I'm going to make a change. I think I'm going to take off. Waring's looking tired. I'm going to bring on McQuell on this left-hand side, just to get him some more game time. Again, he's a pacey hitman, he's called nowadays. A pacey hitman. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Right, I feel like this is just going to be the end of the game. We are winning 3-0. We've only let Barcelona have one shot on goal, which is just ridiculous. I don't understand how we've managed to do that. I'll have a quick look at the Spanish league in a second, just to see what the dominance is like there. But the fact that we've just won so comfortably against a European giant, I think it just shows how good this team is. Or it may be just the fact how good... Yeah, they're top of the league by a lot. By 2 points, Real Madrid. We've stuffed Atletico Madrid, who are third. We're beating Barcelona, who are top of their league. Obviously, look at that. Spanish has dropped down to second in the rankings of reputation. So I think the Premier League has definitely surpassed any other league at the minute, and I think that's where teams have got to go. Schalke win their match 2-1, and out of Monaco and Schalke, who would I rather play? Monaco is second. Is PSG top? Of course, PSG are top. Monaco are second, and then where is Schalke in their league? Schalke are third in the Bundesliga. Who's top of that? Bayern Munich. So we've got teams I reckon are beatable. I really do. But we need to get through this next leg of the Barcelona game. So what am I trying to click on? Yeah, so we've got the next leg. I'm going to play Wolves offline, and then we'll come in to the Barcelona game away, see if we can get to the semi-final of the Champions League. I'll see you in a minute. So we managed to beat Wolves 3-0. It was quite comfortable. Paul King getting 2 goals. Ashley Waring scoring as well. Liverpool did beat Stoke 4-1 though, so they're still top of the league by 1 point. We're here for the Barcelona game. That's what we're here for though. Can we get into the semi-final of the Champions League? Players aren't still fully fit. The likes of Nick Back is coming back. Dave is still not quite fit. Martial, obviously, I don't think he'll get back into the team now, unfortunately. But yeah, Binch is fit and might actually go on the bench, but I don't know who to go on the bench for. That's my only problem. I'm thinking, obviously, the 16-year-old who's on the bench, probably take him off. John Matthews, he made a debut. He's played 2 games for us now in the Premier League, and just because I've just subbed him on when we were winning, to be honest with you, to get him some game time. I didn't go through the team properly with you then, did I? And it's pretty much the same team as what we played in the last game. We've got Lars in goal, Hitchens, Arab Service, Van der Bush, Pixton, Sokenby, King, Longsdale, obviously, Penny got injured, Waring and Sojenko up top. Their team, we didn't really look at their team. Other than Testegen, the other players they've got there, Navigator, I don't really recognise a lot of them. And obviously, they're real players. We're quite far on into the season now. What, 2028, 29, I think we're going into. A lot of them players are going to be ageing. And I think that's why Barcelona are struggling. I don't know if they've got the youth coming through. Not too sure. But, yeah, they've got, I'd say, an ageing squad there. But we'll see how we get on at the new camp as well. Because, obviously, we've got the 3-0 lead. We just can't afford for them to dominate here and to then turn us over. We really just want to kick on. And it starts off 7 minutes on the clock. Barcelona have had more shots in this game than they have had for the whole entirety of the last game, and we've not managed to have a shot. It might just be the battle of the home legs. It might just be that. But we are on the counter. King, with this speed, crosses in. Sachenko's there, puts his 1-0 up. And screw what I was saying, it's not the battle of the home games. We just counter. King is so fast with his pace. He really is. Sachenko's there, running into the box. King just pulls it out wide, crosses it in. Sachenko's there with the header. Puts his 1-0 up on the night. 4-0 on aggregate. We have the all-important away goal as well. So if this finishes, 4-1? No, 4-1. They need to score 4 goals now. 5, to be honest with you, to win. And I can't see us conceding 5 goals, but anything can happen. Just having a sip of the tea as a highlight comes up. Just before the 30th minute of the game, the half an hour mark. And we're slowly just getting things back to normal. We've got the possession in a way. We're just not creating the chances. And Barcelona go close, hit the post, but Arab's there to clear it. Our centre-backs are just absolutely class with Arab in service. I think they're the 2 best centre-backs in the world. They must be. And the fact that, obviously, one of them was at Leicester, we brought him here. We spent a lot of money on it. And that's what we needed to do to this Arsenal game as we go. I was going to say 1-0 down. It's 1-1, they equalise. But with this Arsenal team, I think it was more, we came in, they had the attacking players there. They had Waring there. They had Sojenko. Paul King was here. We weren't using him. Obviously, Chiesa and Martial. That sort of things were good. The midfield was a bit poor, to be honest with you. The midfield just had defensive midfielders. It was hard to get into it, and the defence wasn't great. So obviously we brought in Nick Back, who's done really well for us. We brought in Arab from Leicester City. Again, he's been sensational. We've moved Pixton up to play as a more of a central midfielder than a defensive midfielder. Sokenby, he was at the club, but he was on loan at Bournemouth. He came back. He's been sensational for us as well. Binch, we bought in. He's been good. So we've brought in some good players. We've just changed the system a little bit. King's in, Longsdale scores. And obviously Steve Longsdale, we picked up on a free from Chelsea. For some reason, they wanted to let him go. And I just don't understand how or why or what went on there, because he's actually a very good player. And under us, obviously, he's won the Carabao Cup. He's won the Premier League. And he's en route for the Champions League if we just continue in this form. And I just said semi-final. This is the quarter-final. So I don't know who we're going to get in the semi-final. They have just scored and making it 2-2. It's 5-2 on aggregate just before half-time. I'm getting a little worried, but I'm all right. I'm all right with it. They have to score, even if they score another, 3 goals, and it's 5-5 on aggregate, we've got the away goal advantage. So the more goals we score, I'd like us to score another goal, get three goals. They have to score 6 in this game. 7 to go through to win. So we just need to hold on. We really do. Lars with a goal kick plays it to Pixton in the middle. Out to Hitchin on that right-hand side, who's cutting in the middle, actually. Sachenko's in and he scores and he gets his third goal. 6-2 on aggregate. 3-2 on the night, and it started off really well. Hitchens, like I say, he was meant to be here. He's dropped in quite deep in the middle. We've got King who's pulled out to the left-hand side just to cover him. Plays a lovely pass for Sachenko, gets his 20th goal of the season. And we're just doing well. I am going to make a sub. I am going to take off Waring, because he's not having a great game. I'm thinking Reece Nelson on that left-hand side. And anyone else? Tywin, not looking great. That maybe take off. Pixton, obviously, I'm going to keep him on, but so can be struggling. So I'm going to bring on Ollie. I'm not going to bring on Binch just yet. Binch will probably be the Pixton substitution, but Binch is obviously coming back from an injury. He's not fully fit. I don't want to give him a long time. Maybe 10 minutes near the end, 15 minutes. Bit of a run out. Just keep that midfield solid for us. It shouldn't be a problem as long as he doesn't pick up a knock within 15-10 minutes of him coming on. Hopefully he should be warming up nicely now, though. Have to hearing me say that to him. Are they going to score? Oh, they almost do score. Lars almost letting a comical goal. Notice obviously Hitchens as well. He's looking quite tired on this right-hand side. We haven't got anyone to bring him on for, obviously, with Nick back injured. I think that's why we brought Matthews in, just for cover. Right, King, we're on the attack here. Again, the counter's in. We don't quite score. And it is, I was going to say Arsenal, Barcelona back on the attack. I'm struggling to speak today. What is it, Saturday morning? About 9 o'clock. I've been up for a couple of hours already, and I'm just a bit, not quite with it just yet, but I've got a lot to do today. So trying to get the recording done as quick as possible. Right, 17-minute mark. Do I make the sub? Probably. After this corner. Do not let them score from this corner, please. Barcelona have absolutely dominated us. They really have. We've just taken our chances. We've had 3 shots on target. For the first time in a while, we've not had double-figured shots. At least we've scored a goal. I think I'm going to take off Pixton. I don't want him to get injured. I'm going to bring on Binch just to get him some game time. Is he? Yeah, there's a high chance of him getting injured, but he should be fine. He's got, 10 minutes, 20 minutes to go? So we'll see how he gets on. And Barcelona do pull one back. 6-3 on aggregate, 3-3 on the night. They are just plugging away. And I don't know whether to go defensive or just keep it how it is. I'm just going to keep it how it is. Like I say, they still need to score another 3 goals within 15 minutes. It has been done before. Paul King's in. Paul King scores. It's a scrappy goal, but we take the lead. It's 4-3 on the night, 7-3 in aggregate. And it's just putting back up. They have to score another 5 goals. Is it? Yeah, 5 goals. Well, 4 puts it to 7. Luke doing maths. Yeah, I think we've just won this. We've got to be into the semi-final of this competition now. We really have to be. I think Liverpool are still in the competition as well. I know we looked early on, actually. I don't know. We will have the draw. What a lovely goal that was. That was a sensational goal. 4-4 on a night. What a tie this is. The fact that Barcelona at home have scored 4 goals and they were 3-0 down in the tie, but the fact that we've scored 4 as well, I just feel for them. I really do. And I think there might be more goals in this game yet. Right, there we go. Come on, it's got to be the end of it. Full time, 4-4 on the night. What a game that was. It was a completely different Barcelona team. Obviously, we were at the new camp. It's difficult, but we get the 4 goals. We go through to the semi-final. I'm very happy with that. I did worry for a little bit. We've got the semi-final draw, so I'm going to cut to the semi-final draw, and we'll call this episode. Here we are then. We've got the final. We're the only English team left in it. We've got, is it Lyon, Borussia Dortmund, and Schalke. Dortmund are 4th in the Bundesliga, and Lyon are 3rd. I feel out of all these teams, we should win this. Win this competition now, but obviously it's a competition. Borussia Dortmund, this is who we're going to draw though. Yeah. And do you know what? They said in the press conferences, who would you want to face? And I said Borussia Dortmund, because I did, just to try it. I said I did with Barcelona as well. And they gave me that, so they gave me who I asked for. We've got the away leg first. They're 4th. They're not doing that great, to be honest with you. Could that be a team? Could this be a team we go to when we end this season? Go to somewhere like Borussia Dortmund. I feel like wherever we're going to go next, it's going to be a challenge. I don't think it's going to be a proper top team. It's going to be someone in the mix for the Champions League, and we're going to have to try and build it up as much as you can. But we'll get there at the end of the season. We've got this to focus on. When's the game going to be? Coming up very soon, and it's going to end the season quite nicely, actually. I'm going to play Burnley and Southampton offline. We're going to come back. We're going to play Borussia Dortmund and then Norwich in the Premier League to see what's going on. And then we've got Borussia Dortmund again in this second leg. And then we'll end things off. Well, hopefully not end things off, but then we'll got Leicester to see if we can win the Premier League again. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a massive thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you all in the next one. See you in a bit.